Why, hello, and welcome to 9 Lies. Detective Merely here from the Adequate Detective Agency. I'm here today to solve a murder. That's right, I said murder. Murder most foul. So let's get right to it. Gentlemen, can you dim the lights, please? At the end of the last episode, you may have noticed as seen here in Exhibit A that I logged out safe and secure in our new base. Having just shown the results of my hard work, I said goodbye to flame and to darkness. You will notice in Exhibit B and C that they are the only two in the room when I logged out. You may have also noticed in Exhibit A that the spot that I would spawn out in is a perfectly normal corner with solid blocks all around. You will then notice in Exhibit D the coordinates that I am standing in when I logged out. Unfortunately, I do not have any footage of the crime being committed. However, I do have images of the crime scene after the fact. Here, in Exhibit E, you will notice the corner that I was standing in is no longer a perfectly solid corner, but now has an air gap and a lava source next to it. Then, in Exhibit F, you will see that when I stand in that corner, the coordinates are no longer the same, but one block off. The only conclusion that can be drawn from this evidence is that someone saw the exact space that I logged out in, placed lava with an air block below it in that location, and then filled in the wall to hide the trap that was there. The only question is, who? Who committed this heinous crime against someone whose only crime back was fishing too much? Was it Flame, the person I last spoke with? Was it Darkness, the last person seen entering the room? Or was it some other person making use of an invisibility potion? I find it hard to believe that someone on my own team would do this, but I also find it hard to believe that someone stood around, invisible, for so long, just waiting for something to happen. Either way, you know what this means. I am now down to 3 lives. I am red. But I am not going to shy away and hoard those last lives. Oh no. In the words of one of my favorite movies, Highlander, I have something to say. It's better to burn out than fade away. It's time for mayhem. It's time for carnage. It's time for... Oh, I'm sorry. Was this not what you were expecting? Well, let's talk a moment about what it means to be on Red Life. So, according to the rules, all bets are off. I can kill any level that I want. I can do any kind of mayhem. Red level means I can do anything that I want to do. The only problem is, that's not really my style. I don't really want to... First of all, I don't know if I could kill anyone. Not exactly the PvP champ around here. Secondly, I don't think I'd feel good about killing anybody. And third, it's kind of early for that. I don't think we really want to be running around and just knocking everybody out of the game. So, I have a plan. I have an idea for a trap that's not really that deadly, but should be a lot of fun. So let's go put it together. First of all, we need to clean up spawn. People keep leaving things around, like signs and bookshelves. It's just a mess. It's all over the place. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a service. I'm gonna clean up the area and make sure everything is nice and neat and tidy. I guess I'm not gonna do my mediation services now. I'll leave this chest here, not really sure what to do with it, but as far as the bookshelves go, I don't really feel right taking them, so I think I'm just gonna leave them here. Just right here behind the spawn area. They'll just be sitting here, and if it becomes a big deal, I can just pull them out and they're ready to go for if anybody ever needs them. Now for the obsidian. You see, I don't really want to destroy this enchant table. I don't know if it can be destroyed, but I definitely don't want to mess it up and ruin anybody's, ability to use it in the future. So I'm putting this obsidian block all the way around. It might be a bit of a spawn trap. It shouldn't kill anybody, but it should maybe keep them trapped in here. We have keep inventory on, so everybody probably will have a pickaxe if they die and show up here. So it shouldn't be a really big deal to to mine through this, and when they do, they'll get a bit of a surprise, but they should be able to just, you know, fill in the hole and ask for help here in a moment. Now I'm moving over to deep slate. I'm leaving an air gap between the deep slate and the obsidian because I'm going to do something with it. But I want to put a box around the box. I thought deep slate would be a good thing to use here. Oh, this is turning out perfect. Okay, I need to put a top on that obsidian box so I don't affect the enchant table at all. Alright, top is installed. Now the lava is kind of tricky. I've only got like 4 buckets. So I need to do this in a way where the 4 buckets kind of fill in this entire area. So I'm going to use the flow mechanics to my advantage here. I'm going to put 1 bucket in the middle, and that'll flow all the way to the sides. And then once those are done, if I mine out the block that's underneath it, making sure not to fall inside, then it should flow straight down, basically making an entire sheet or wall of lava. Just a few more blocks, and this mostly non-lethal dose of chaos is finished. Alright, next up, I need to get good. Oh, my equipment is pitiful, but I've been grinding away at a lot of things here in the goat headquarters, so let's grab some of those resources and get myself in a better situation. Let's start by having a power 5 bow. That's going to be essential for me. The best thing I have for the sword is this sharpness 3, so that's going to have to do for now. For the boots, I'm going to go with fire protection, because lava seems to be a bit of a problem around here. For the pants, I can put on regular protection. And for the chest plate, I'm thinking projectile protection. That kind of rounds me out. It gets me a little bit of everything. That should work out pretty good. Now, there are a few more things I'd like to take to cause a little bit of mischief, but I think I'm going to keep that one to myself for now. Now, I still consider myself a member of the Green Goats, but after what happened the other day, I'd be a fool to stay inside and log out again. So I was thinking we'll just go nearby, we'll find ourselves a good spot, and dig ourselves a hole in the ground, and just stay there until morning. And then come out and see what everybody thinks of my big box. It should be interesting. That didn't really go as well as I hoped it would. So, I know that this is going to end up being a short episode. I didn't get around to doing all the things I was hoping to do and spending all the time playing with all the other players I wanted to play. But it really feels like everybody's not ready for a red person to be running around the server doing red things. And I definitely don't want to upset anybody and do anything that they're not wanting me to do. So, I think I'm going to turn myself into a time capsule. I'm going to bury myself in the ground and dig myself up later whenever I feel like the world is ready for a red person to be running around. Because you all know I'm not good enough with my own life. I'm not going to survive very long the way it is. So here we go. Hop in here, and I will see you all later.